2.
Welcome, everybody, to the H Street Podcast. Today's episode is sponsored by Quip and ExpressVPN. Today's guest is Bobby Lee and Khalyla from Tiger Belly. Podcast, they are outside on the Gatsby. Bobby has got his trigger finger on the ignition as we speak. Before the chaos begins, let me just say that Bobby Lee's tour dates, there's already chaos back there by the sound of it. Bobby Lee's tour dates, you can find them at BobbyLeeLive.com. For more information there, BobbyLeeLive.com. So without further ado, Bobby and Khalyla, please enter. Yeah, right now.
It's a disability.
Here we go.
Mobility.
Oh!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
Is everyone okay?
All right, back it up. You gotta back it up. So sorry.
Yeah, just get out.
I'm gonna get out. Help me get out.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Okay, are you ready?
Get in there.
Ethan, do we have insurance?
The hazard lights are on.
No, I'm okay. Get in there.
Wait. Is he okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just get in there.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'll go in.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Let me see the damage.
Did you do that before we did it, or was that the practice run? Let me ask you something right there. Did you go through the safety? Where am I going?
I'm sorry.
Oh
Let me
my
see
god.
Oh my god!
My leg. Are you okay, babe?
Are you okay?
Wait.
Oh, I was crushed.
Wait.
My whole body was crushed.
The Gatsby's broken.
I'm so sorry.
No,
I broke
wait. Wait, I think it's for the best that this happened.
Oh,
So
Why did
you are
his
the
feet?
first guest to do it.
I was the first one.
No, that's
I was
Hey.
so they never
No?
did it
That's
before,
not
babe.
true, Eli.
Who did it?
We had other people do the Casey.
Oh,
did
Casey.
it. I did
yeah,
it.
Casey
I
did do
every
it. Casey and
episode.
Neistat did it.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
And they did it all the way through?
I saw you go through when you became
Well,
a
Bobby-
citizen.
I did.
Oh.
you
I
hit
did
it
it.
really hard. So let me describe what happened.
But
Yeah,
Casey
tell me
went
what happened.
slower.
Bobby first of all, you did not shy away from the acceleration
Yeah,
button,
you went
to your
really
credit.
hardcore.
But you cased the doorway. You almost knocked not the door off.
But-
You hit the doorway off. Look, Dan, you see that?
Have you seen his car?
No.
Okay.
Well,
You
I felt
bad
like,
driver.
I feel like you should have probably taken a look at his car before allowing him on.
Dude, are you okay?
Like, I'm the reason why that
have a
stereotype
three-door Prius.
exists. You know that stereotype? I'm the reason why it does,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I just don't know exactly why the rules are out there when we're driving and stuff, why they exist in
You
the
don't
first
know
place.
about the rules.
No, because I feel like if everyone just did what I did on the road, there would be no such
It'd be chaos.
no, there'd be no such thing as traffic.
Oh,
I believe that if everyone drove the way I did,
Like
right,
that?
there would be no such. Yes,
there'd be
Not like-
no,
not like
there'd
that,
be
not like
nobody
that.
alive.
maybe.
Can I see your
Maybe-
injury? Where
What?
did you
I
get
got
hurt?
this right here.
Okay.
So that you're gonna have
Okay.
to you're gonna hear from my lawyer for that. And then dude, are you kidding me? I'm fine.
Oh, because
Okay.
when your foot was, I was literally trying to unpin your foot.
I know. It was like that. Like we're in 9/11. I know you weren't there. My friend Steve was, Ren Azizi. But I'm kidding.
It was a lot like
It's a
9/11.
joke.
If you
Yeah,
think about
that's
it.
what it felt like.
Yeah,
Because my leg was like pinned,
yeah.
right? And I was waiting for you. You're the fireman. You're the fireman.
Did you get hurt, Khalyla?
No, I'm fine.
Okay,
Good,
that's
thank
all
God.
that matters,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my God, I heard.
Well,
yeah, sorry.
Well, thank you guys. For,
Okay.
That was a hell of an entrance.
Oh my God.
He didn't even enter.
You
He
guys
didn't make it past
I'm pretty sure if Bobby did the doorway, we would have hit me though. So. But at any rate,
I miss you guys so much. Thanks for having us.
that was fun. I mean, that's
Yeah.
memorable.
It was, and it's
know?
fine. Are you sore? Everything's fine. Let's move on.
Okay.
You guys, a lot's happened
Yes.
Okay.
since we've been here. Since I've been here the last. Number one Ela, beautiful baby, huh?
Yes.
What, in your body bounce. Look at that body. Bounce right back, huh?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that weird that I looked at your wife's body and said bounce?
For a moment where you were like, oh, yeah, but I don't mind. I'm not possessive or jealous regarding
You okay with that, babe?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All
I
right,
just,
because there was nothing sexual behind it.
I didn't think it was.
There was nothing sexual behind it,
Yeah,
right?
I understood. But now I'm
Yeah,
starting
but
to
if I went
think
like this,
it
if I went like this, if I went like this, but your body,
yeah.
oh, what a creep.
I'll
Don't do
bounce
that.
See, that's inappropriate, especially when you think of childbirth as
Oh, yeah.
licking. You know.
Are there men that get off on actual labor?
Oh.
Is there labor porn?
I've not heard of men, but I've heard of women that orgasm during.
What?
Which,
Oh, during?
yeah, which
I like
really-
labor porn when they're working, that kind of labor.
Right.
Yeah, but not No, I don't like that. No, come on, don't.
So we did have a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have been blessed. God, the Almighty has blessed us with a beautiful boy child. He is a handsome devil. He is 4 months old, and he's a great little fellow.
Yeah, we look at the photos and we always go, oh, like we always turn to each other. It's beautiful. Because the last time I was here, I don't even think you were even pregnant.
I don't think
Yeah, I
so.
don't think so.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
like you guys hadn't done
We
that
were
yet.
we were having sex a lot
Oh,
last time you were here
Okay.
in preparation. But
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
It did pay off.
Now, are we close enough for us to observe your lovemaking?
Oh,
If Khalyla just took notes,
I don't think
because we don't know.
I'm not into that voyeuristic stuff. What are
It's
you
not-
saying?
No.
you need note. You want to take notes.
It's
you just
listen. I know how we're Asian,
Okay.
right? We have our own way of doing it.
What does
know what I
that
mean?
mean?
Well, I do spider monkey style.
Spider monkey.
Yeah. Where I'll sneak up behind. You know what I mean?
Rape,
Then
in
I'll-
other words. Oh,
No, that's crazy talk.
sneak up behind.
No, but like she's sleeping, right? She's knocked out. Well, however you want to say it.
Bind, torture, kill.
Yeah. And I'll make the noise. Because that's what the spider monkeys do.
Is that what you're into? Is that your
Right?
No, I
And
don't
I just
enjoy
crawl
it.
behind her.
Oh no!
Right? And I go like this. I go. And I rapidly hit it like 1,000 times in a row.
I did see
so
that
fast.
you
1,000.
you said somewhere that it's hard to be your girlfriend. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
I get
1,000.
it
Wow,
now.
that's charitable.
What? Am I hard?
You mean
to,
pumps?
That's
How many pumps do you have?
11 exactly.
Does Bob?
But when you mean when I stick it in pumps?
It's just because he tires really quickly.
Yeah, but they're long strokes.
No, they're not. Oh, you don't know what long
No,
is.
yes, I do. My stroke. No, that's wrong. I have 11 pumps, but the strokes are super long.
I don't like
That-
the
okay,
word
you need
pump.
to have a long penis to have a long stroke.
No. Well, no. I mean, it depends.
not-
I know
if
what
you
you're
have a-
saying. I know
yeah.
what you're alluding to,
Okay,
and it's rude.
No,
What you're alluding to. What you're alluding to is rude.
No, I thought you were saying you have a large penis.
No.
Okay, can you have a long stroke if you have a
No.
like
like
normal
slow,
penis? let's
slow.
He just lets it sit there for a long time.
say.
For the
Let
joke,
it sit there?
I said it, but scientifically, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to
Because scientifically, you're right. If I did a long stroke, since
Okay.
there's,
You
could have a
since it's
powerful
not a
stroke.
long dick,
Yeah.
still, I would have to be really slow for it to be long. Is what you're saying?
Right.
I don't know. We're not.
Don't put words
we're
in
not
my
engineer.
mouth. Yeah.
You're right. I'm putting words in your mouth.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah,
Right.
Of course.
I'm not.
Thank
Listen. I'm not. I'm not a bright guy. You know that. You guys know that I'm not a bright guy, right?
you. By the
No.
way, so Bobby bought that at Zoomies
Oh my god.
in
Wait,
Hawaii.
what?
The beanie.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I was in Hawaii, so sometimes I act.
So nice. Thank you.
So sometimes
Oh yeah, you were doing a goddamn
No,
movie in Hawaii for
No,
Christ's
I was
sake.
doing
I'm in.
Magnum PI, his TV show.
Oh,
And I was like, my hair, and I had brought one beanie, and I walked into a Zoomies at a mall,
Yeah.
and I go, I need a beanie, because I act like really crazy. And then they go, well, here's a selection. And I went right to this. There's like 4 colors
Ooh.
of this brand. I go, I like this brand. I didn't know it was yours.
Are
So
you
he came
serious?
home and I was like,
I
wait.
came home and she was like, "Oh, did they give that to you?" I go, "No, I bought it because I
That's
really
so
like."
Do you know
Cool.
that that's my dream?
What's
That
your dream?
when someone picks something that's Teddy Fresh and they don't even know that it's ours.
Oh, yeah, that was cool because
Did-
but you could tell that it was made by people that are really just kind of cute.
The people who get beanies, right? Because it fits.
Are you a beanie wearer?
It is. Oh
Every day.
yeah.
You and I
Because-
wear all the time.
Yes.
Because, like me and Ela, okay, we crafted, we were in the laboratory perfecting that beanie for years before we released it. When we first made Teddy Fresh, people were like, "Where's the beanie? Where's the beanie? Where's the beanie?" Because I'm a beanie connoisseur. We said, "Wait, it's coming."
Because everyone makes it too tight,
It's either
right? Too tight, too small.
big. It's like goalie.
Yeah.
It's like goddamn the porridge.
Yeah,
from
but I hate it
Pokemon.
when it loosens.
That's-
It's not like the vagina.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm not a doctor. I know, and I'm
So
going to
we
throw it
go-
out there. But the vagina, I'm sorry.
How do you? We go back.
It comes back. It goes back into its original form. But beanies a lot of
After-
times are like
after
porn
what?
stars. They're just open.
Oh yeah.
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 Can I say? By the way, I want to. They do go back to the original form. I can say. I can
Your
attest to
beanies
that.
do.
The vagina.
Oh, the
too.
vagina. I know. Yeah, you're right.
I just wanted to say for the record.
Oh.
Yeah, because I mean, we have had coitus. We've coital affairs since Eli had her baby.
I was curious. Does it feel the same?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Feels
Yeah.
the same.
Did it feel the same for you?
I think so. Yeah.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
No, at first I could tell that like the things. It's like I had stitches, so there's kind of like
Theodore tore
different-
her vagina.
What do you mean?
Well, he was a big baby with big ass shoulders.
Oh, you didn't do the what's it, the incision when they do that little cut thing?
They were gonna
No.
do it, but
Yeah.
then they're like, "Well, he's so close," and when they pulled out his shoulders, it just tore that thing wide open. baby.
So you tore your vag,
yeah.
and then they went in there and they surgically.
Yeah,
put it
and,
back
and she
together?
was like, "Don't worry, it's just one tear." And then she was stitching me for an hour.
Yeah,
Did not sound like
It's
one
not a complicated shape. We know what the shape is, so you know.
but was it the tear between your asshole or on the top
No.
side? Oh, it's the top side.
He doesn't
It's
do
everywhere.
Oh, it's everywhere.
No,
Multiple.
That's what it seemed like. I don't know.
Bobby, you.
Your taint tore?
well. Yes. What else would tear? Upwards?
Well, when they.
Oh yeah, right. It wouldn't make. I've never seen a vagina
That's what I
tear
just asked.
Like the
upward
Joker?
above the. Yeah.
Both ways?
What did the Joker's mom's vagina look like? Just really long and red.
Why the
Why? Why
why
would-
the Joker's vagina, mom's
Because he has
vagina?
Like
His
his
mouth?
face, like
Yeah.
Oh, you think his mom's vagina
Guys,
looked like his mouth?
Am I having a stroke right now? Because I feel like everything I'm saying.
I think you may have got
Yeah.
brain damage. during that.
You guys are like, why are you saying that? Or
I got the
am
joke.
I having a stroke right
You-
now?
No,
I
you're
think
not.
you hit your
I
head
got
on
the
that gas.
joke. I got the joke.
That. Yeah, usually when you get in an accident on a set,
Dude, I'm
they take a 20-minute break, right? And they go, all right, let's regroup, get the medic in here. I almost die right there. The train crash in Unbreakable.
By
right?
your own doing. You didn't have to go that fast.
Yeah, but
No, he's a showman.
I would have loved a rehearsal run as well
He's a showman.
because I'd never driven whatever that fucking thing
It's a
is.
Gatsby.
It's a
Dan,
disability mobility.
How was the Gatsby, Dan? Can we get a health report?
It's terminal.
Oh, is
put it
it
that way.
terminal?
Terminal.
I mean, we should.
Shit's pretty
return it.
busted, dude.
Well, we're
Total
gonna have
loss.
to return it.
It might be.
Khalyla,
It might be.
how are you doing? I mean,
I'm
how,
doing well.
how was it dating Bobby? This
Well, in the past week, I thought he's had like at least 3 strokes, but we can't know for sure.
why? What are the
What's
symptoms?
happening?
Oh, that one morning.
he's had a
There was one
recent-
morning when she woke me up. What the fuck happened there? Can I swear? I forget.
Yeah, you can say.
I think this is what I think. I think
Yeah.
he's had a recent death in the family, and I think he's going through
Yes.
a really
My dad died.
very
My dad died.
yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
So-
by the way.
He's going through
My
a
dad
very
passed
like
last
manic
year.
episode or manic period, and I don't know. I think he's getting with the mania comes weird behavior.
Is that true, Bobby? Do you think that?
Well, there was
she's on
another.
something?
Well, the other morning.
Your mic is drooping. Dan, we
the
got
other
a
morning,
droopy mic.
I got
Oh,
it.
Come on.
I got it. The other morning.
Damn,
no,
can you-
I don't want that guy. That guy with the brown long hair. Get him away
No,
from
that's
me.
No, not
Zach.
him. Not him.
That guy, man. Oh my God, he's so sexy. That hair.
Somebody with a mic.
But can I ask you guys what were we talking about?
Your behavior and your strokes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So the other day, she woke me up abruptly.
Dan's here to fix your mic. Yeah, we got a droopy mic.
Drooping.
Go ahead. If it's possible to ignore Dan.
You shouldn't be like a dentist technician. There's something like not smooth about how you.
Thank you, Dan. All right, we got the
Thanks,
mic.
Dan. I love him. What a good guy.
Yeah, he's the best. So, does anything ring true about what Khalyla is
The
saying?
other day I woke up and I was. Here's what it is. She's from like the islands. She's from tropical areas.
Yes.
So like I don't know what it is, but late at night she just wants the room to be as cold as Antarctica.
Okay.
Well,
Right.
that wouldn't make sense if I'm from the
What
tropics. I'm
temperature
actually
is it?
very cold intolerant, but I think that 75 degrees is a fair temperature to sleep
Oh yeah.
in, right?
70.
Because you want to use a
It's not
blanket.
70
right?
70.
Yeah,
72.
exactly.
72 is for me is quite cold.
Me too.
Yeah, I think 72 is too cold too.
75 is a
75 is good.
75 is fine.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, but I do 75. She brings it down to 72. Anyway, my point is this, okay?
Just
is that-
curious, yeah.
Right, okay. So we had these blankets, and then she woke me up abruptly. This is what happened.
Yeah.
So I stood up. It was so cold in the room. What happened? I couldn't move. I froze.
Really?
No, I had
Couldn't even, like,
hypothermic.
He
A
couldn't even
hypothermic reaction.
utter a word.
Really?
Yeah, I was standing there like this, right? Like with my underwear like this, and I was going, I can't move. Like I was screaming.
Wait,
Like,
I'm
in a
laughing.
serious way.
Wait, but
sounds
be
really
honest.
scary.
I'm just saying you're being funny about it, which is nice, but
You know,
as an audience
can I just
member,
say this too? It's like when I'm talking about a real story, and I stand up and I reenact it, people laugh and go, "That's funny." It's not funny. It's just because my body's fucked up.
no, you're
It's
being
because the
funny.
way I'm doing it is fucked up because I'm a fat yellow guy, right? Is that what it is?
No.
No, you're being
Anyway,
funny.
I love you.
but
Congratulations, baby.
was it actually? Why don't you tell the story?
tell me
Because
the-
he's an untrustworthy narrator.
Well, construction was coming into the house that day, and we have 6 animals, so I needed to put them away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's a 7th animal, so I need them shut away in a room while construction comes and does their job. So all I needed him to do was get from one bed to the guest room,
I see.
throw all the animals in there, shut
Yeah.
it. He couldn't do that. He got up, his body froze, and he couldn't utter a word. So immediately I was like, "Oh my God, he's having a stroke."
Oh, you were right.
So I did. I was like, "You got to say," I made him say my name. I checked for like symmetry in his speech.
Oh my God.
I did everything. I had my phone in my hand because it was the weirdest thing. And it turns out it might have just been cold. For him, it wasn't cold at all.
Were you doing it? Were you doing a gag? What do you remember?
I
from
don't do
this?
gags in the morning like that. Are you crazy?
What do you remember from it?
I remember going, I have to go to the hospital. I think I'm going to die.
I
That's
think
how
another
Really?
hypothesis I have is that he takes a lot of Unisom because it makes.
All right.
He takes a lot of Unisom.
What is that?
It's like a sleep aid. He takes it in excess
yeah,
because when he jerks off at night, he thinks
Jerks
that
off?
it magnifies his orgasm. So I think it causes confusion when he's woken up abruptly.
Wait, hold on. Back up. Back the Gatsby up for a minute.
Wait, listen, okay, all right.
Okay,
You don't
so-
have to, let me say something this too, okay? You don't have to reveal everything.
talked
You
about
know,
this.
Wait,
you don't have to
wait.
reveal
Hold
everything.
on. Let's back it up. What does he take?
It's a over-the-counter sleep aid called
Okay.
Unisom, and
not
apparently
that good
there's a
for you.
very small percentage
Yeah.
of people who take it where a very tiny percentage, but him and his brother are part of that percentage, and apparently it just makes you peak a little bit harder.
Okay, so let
It
me
makes
write
us
that down.
I didn't find
when
that out.
When I take Unisom,
Can you spell that for me?
UNISOM.
UNISOM.
It's not good for you.
It's not good for you at all. But when I take it, and when I take a little excess, it makes you way hornier.
Sleepy and horny.
Makes you sleepy, but also makes you. My brother and I've looked it up on the internet. It makes us 10 times more hornier than normally we would be.
But do you get sleepy also? So is it like
As well, yeah, but the
But it's
hornier. I
like
think the hornier.
It's like a race against the clock.
No, because the horniness lasts for like a couple hours.
So who discovered this? You or your brother? And you told your brher.
Yeah, and because my brother's like, years ago, I'm like, and I said, if you take an extra one, you'll get an extra tingly feeling in your penis. And my brother goes, really, Bob? I go, yeah. And he goes, okay, I'll try it. And then like a month later, I forgot about it, and then he brought it up. It really works, Bob. Orgasms. I go, I told you. But what the problem is now is that,
You wake up and you can't move.
or I can't get hard without it.
Oh, so you're just
You fucked yourself.
okay.
Sometimes. Oh, baby, don't get angry.
So does it make your penis more sensitive, or does it heighten your orgasm?
Heightens the orgasm.
It heightens the orgasm.
Yeah.
And so when you have a normal orgasm, like
No.
if I go and jerk off, it's like okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
So tell me about what does this do?
It's like well, you gotta hit the dick. I know that.
Does that work?
How you do it? You gotta punch it.
Unpack that for me.
I've never said that before. It just sounds like, you know.
Very abusive.
No, but it also sounds like a morning show. It was Saturday morning
With a guy
morning show
named
for the
Dick.
kids. Hit the dick. Anyway, so you got to hit the dick in a certain angle and way. You know, there's sensitive spots in the dick. Everyone knows that. You have a
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
But if you can hit it right with the unison feeling, right, your orgasms are like you're being dropped. You know that one ride if you go to like a street fair or whatever, where it drops you all the way down,
Like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
like that one,
Yeah.
right? Like an
It's my
elevator
favorite
ride or
one.
anything, right? It feels like that.
With G-force?
Yeah, G-force when you're orgasming.
that powerful.
So this is what happens. You go, oh yeah. No. Like that.
Have you heard this?
Like that.
Can you vouch for that?
I actually have. He becomes, you know, at the,
Oh, I did the trembles.
the end stage of when someone dies from tetanus,
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
when they basically go into like this heightening rigor mortis,
Right.
kind of like spinal art. And that's what he does.
I get like, bro. After that, I get like.
You know how Emily Rose was on the floor when she
Yes.
became possessed by the devil, and her boyfriend
what it
looks
is.
over and she's in this like weird kind of. That's
Yeah,
him.
and
Okay,
like this,
so-
and shaking, like ah, like that's great.
And so, what is the specific way? Like, where is it that you touch it? Then,
Well, do you have a pencil and a pen? Get me a pencil pen. I'll show
well,
you.
yeah. Can someone bring in a pencil and a pen,
Now,
please?
do you
Well, we
take
can't
it?
do.
Do I hit the dick?
No, do you take the...
Oh no.
Can you? I'm afraid if we draw it, it's too graphic
Oh, I see for the
for
kids.
the YouTube.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
YouTube. Oh, so we won't draw it.
But is it a certain like technique that you
Can I
use?
use my finger then?
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. You can use your finger. I prefer that.
I'm
So
a
this is-
Mormon. I don't take.
I know, I get
don't
it.
even drink coffee.
I
Are
get
you
it.
serious?
I'm
you
not really a
serious?
Mormon,
What?
but I.
How are you married to the?
No, no,
not married.
But I'm
sorry.
very.
Well,
I don't take a lot of.
Okay. So here's the deal. So when all right. So like let's say this is my penis.
mhm.
So
Is
if
it
it's
that
sticking like
size?
this, if it's
I'm just.
all right, I'll go there. Okay. If it's sticking out like this, right?
Oh my God.
Who is that?
Zach. We have sound bites and Zach.
Oh, you do? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So right here, right where the head is,
Yes.
and where the stick part. What do you call it? That
Stick.
So the
Shaft.
the
shaft.
shaft. My bad, baby.
So are we talking about the front of the shaft or the back of the shaft? So
That's what I'm saying. So if it's facing this way, right?
so
If I'm facing you,
the
and this
top-
is my dick, right?
I'd be
This
looking
part
at
is
the
the
back.
front. The back head part is what I'm looking at.
So the back has that part that goes up like that, right?
Yeah.
So that's the part.
Yeah. But the orgasm is good. But the thing is that it's not healthy, and I've been the last 3 weeks because my dad died, and ever since then, I've been a little lost actually. I've been really lost. Like I don't even know because I didn't cry. So he died, and I was in the room with my brother and my mom.
When he passed, you were
Yeah,
in the room.
and then my mom and my brother were so fucking hysterical.
Mhm.
Like they acted like it was like a black funeral. I don't want to be racist, but like
I kind
they-
of had a similar experience, actually.
what when they
My
were
dad's sister came into the room while he was still laying there, like dead, in the hospital. She came in, and like we were already there, my mom and my siblings and me, and we weren't like panicking because we already knew that it was coming. It was like a tough week. So when it happened, we were all kind of there, not like panicking, you know. And then she came, and it was like one of those Turkish movies. I don't know if that makes sense. Like she started like yelling and like like,
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
And then I kind of felt weird. Like, am I supposed to react that way?
Yeah.
You know, there was this. We talked to this guy like 2 weeks ago, and he said something really, I think, important. He's like, when someone takes up too much space in a room, automatically we take a step back. And I think the same applies with grieving and crying. When you see other people, you know, take their space and grieve in such a big way, it takes away your, you know, all of your feelings to do the same.
Yeah. It's like this when I'm at dinner with a bunch of comics, and then like someone like Chris D'Elia or Brian Callen, these alpha male type of characters, there can be only one, maybe two at a table. So I know that I have to take a step back for bigger personalities or the people that need it, right? So it's the same fucking thing, you know.
So, but what I'm hearing is you're feeling a sense of guilt for not having maybe mourned at what
No.
you feel was the appropriate time.
No,
So what is it that bothers you about the fact?
because it's not what I imagined it would all be. It's not. It's it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Your whole life you think about sometimes. Even as a kid, even I hated my dad as a kid. I fucking hated him. But still, I would lay in bed at nights and I would imagine my dad dying or something bad happening to him. Even though that he wasn't the best fucking dad, it would break me. Right? I couldn't even think about it because it would make me sad. I love my family. I love my parents. So I didn't. When it happened, it wasn't anything the way I thought it was going to be.
Well, let me ask you this: was it a gradual thing or was it a sudden illness?
It was gradual over 10 years, over 10, 12
Wow.
years, yeah. But it's so funny. That's what it was those years of us thinking it's going to happen at any moment. I think I prepared myself. I think that's what it is. Because when he did die, I was like, I was more relieved, I think. It's a feeling that I'm ashamed that I had. I know, but I had it, and I there was a part of me that went, "Oh, thank God, he's like not struggling or suffering."
I just kind of recently I just started seeing a therapist, and I just talked about how I felt guilty for feeling relieved when it happened.
Wow,
That's so
same
funny
thing.
that you say that. Yeah,
Did you ever cry? And have you cried yet over it, or no?
I did. I cried in different ways at different times, but it's kind of like you describe. It's like it's not what you think it would be. Like
Yeah.
it's like all this. When I'm gonna grow up, I'm gonna be this, or you have these thoughts as a kid. Like when someone's gonna die, it's gonna crush me, and then it's not really like that.
It's not like that.
It's
No, no.
not.
Yeah.
And I think the same happened for me when my dad passed was, because it was gradual. I felt that same relief. And it took me a long time to really cry, but I didn't put a label on it. I didn't try to make sense of the lack of tears either. But if I look at pictures now, it hits me hard and I actually am able to cry. But that's 15 years after the fact.
Yeah.
I'm more sensitive about it now than I was when I was 20 years old.
Yeah, like my friend Mike, I was talking to him last night. He was like, he's a comic, and he was like, my dad died when I was 19. He's like 45 now. He goes, there's not a single day that goes by that where I haven't thought about him. So it's like, I just never thought, this is like the first, grown up thing that's really kind of happened to me, I think. Like, because as a comic, I fart on people's faces. You know what I mean? I pee on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I act inappropriate. I go crazy. I'm not real, but I am. That's just me at when I'm performing or whatever. But like when it boils down to it, I love my family and I love where I come from, and you don't forget. You don't forget those moments.
It still happens to me now. Like if I talk with my mom about it, and she will start crying. I don't cry right now, and it does make me feel weird sometimes. Yeah. It's weird.
Are you the oldest?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest. Because some people were like, you're the oldest, so that's why you're I don't know. I was like, I don't know. But my brother and my mom went crazy, and but then my fucking uncle. So my dad has one brother, his closest brother. This dude walks up, dude. He drove all the way from San Diego to Phoenix. Walks in. My dad's laying there. And you know how Korean dudes Asian dudes like to put the hand behind their back like this? Right? So he walks in like this, looks at my dad, and he goes, oh. He gets back in the car and drives back to San Diego.
Wow.
What?
That almost broke me.
What about that almost broke you? I'm just curious.
Because, my uncle isn't a man to feel or express emotions. I've never seen either my dad or my uncle cry or anything like that, right? So that was his way of like grieving, but just that gesture alone, just the thought of it made me really sad. Yeah, and even saying it now, but I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. You're not gonna get me. I'm a fucking man. There's no way. I'm a warrior. Grow up, 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 grow up. Anyway, really good to be here. Thanks for having me here.
I think well, first of all, unlike all of you guys, I've never had an immediate family member pass.
Still?
No, never. But the big things that have happened to me in my life, like for example, I mean, it's a completely different experience, but like in college, I had like an anxiety disorder that was so bad that I was entertaining the idea of suicide, let's say, and that was probably at this point, 15 years ago. But big things take a long time to process.
Yeah.
When it's too close to you, you just can't see. You can't see the trees from the forest, as they say. Is that what they say?
Yes.
It is.
But another thing, though, that happens when someone like that passes, someone close to you, is these broader themes of like philosophical themes that you had, like what is life? Is it meaningless? It just felt also meaningless.
Right.
Whereas before, because of my 12-step, experience and all the stuff that I've learned, of being spiritual about it, and living in the moment and all those fucking things that they teach you, right? It's like all that shit went out the window, and I was just like, wow, life is meaningless. It doesn't make any sense, none of it. And I don't know if there's a God.
But isn't there a comfort in that, though? How meaningless and random and, I don't believe in, any type of, destiny or... I like the spontaneous, random nature of life. And for me, it feels comforting to know that I don't have to find a whole lot of meaning into it. I just have to find the happy moments along the way, feel it wholly, and then move on. And when it's my time to go, it's time to go. That's comforting to me. To expect that there's something there beyond it brings me a lot of anxiety. That's a big expectation.
But what's not comforting is the idea that I'll never, ever see him again.
That's not comforting, right?
Yeah.
That is
But what I do now is I notice where he influenced me as a person, like in my character, and I see that as the way that's what was left. You know? For the good or the bad stuff that I see in myself that were moved on to me is, characteristics and discipline, whatever it was.
Can I say something though? It's funny that you say that, and when you were talking, I was kind of like, I don't really know a lot of good characteristics. That he had. He really was a man of really simple, no words. I don't know how he feels about politics. I don't know how he feels about food, or what he likes, what he doesn't like. Clothing, he wore like these light blue, Smurf-colored golfing pants all his life.
same pants.
Yeah, so he just looked like Papa Smurf. It's just and that he doesn't know what he looks like. He doesn't give a fuck, right? And so I don't know him. That's the thing. I don't know him. I don't know my dad at all. I don't know anything about him. And that's what saddens me too, because when he died, I was just like, oh shit. Because he didn't have the tools in his toolbox to express any specific thing because of the language barrier.
He also didn't have the...
Why did you hate him when you were young? I did too with my dad a lot, so that's why.
Yeah. I mean, my dad was an alcoholic, and he was also violent, and he used to my mom. I mean, I remember my mom opening her mouth and teeth being knocked out. I mean, he was a nightmare, and I used to pray. And I didn't really believe in God, but I used to go, God, please kill this fucking cocksucker. I fucking hate him,
Hey guys, I'm so sorry to interrupt. We got to go to break.
Why would you break there? Dan, why would you break there?
Did you tell him to do that?
I had nothing to do with that. All right.
How long's the wait?
It's just a couple of minutes. Okay. Enough to go to the bathroom. Guys, we'll be right back. We're going to pick this up when we come right back. We'll be right back. You need to use the bathroom? Okay, here's the deal. You care about having a clean mouth, as we all do, but a normal toothbrush just doesn't cut it anymore. It's almost the year 2020. That's the future. And when the future is here in 2020, you better be using a futuristic toothbrush and not that BS piece of plastic, couple bristles. It's not enough. We need a Quip electric toothbrush. Let me tell you about Quip. Starts at just $25, and here's what it does for you. It pulsates. Doctors, dentists know that pulsating toothbrushes give a better clean. Boom. What else do? They have soft, rubbery bristles that will never damage your teeth. So it pulsates, and then it pulsates. It kind of vibrates to let you know when it's time to switch quadrants. So you get that perfect dentist recommended. Is it a 2 or 3 minute brush?
2 minutes.
2 minute brush. That's the power of Quip. And at just $25, you're going to find a better deal anywhere on this planet. You're going to have a beautiful, kissable breath. You're going to look forward to brushing. That's the sleek, intuitive design that I love of Quip. But more than anything, I love the clean, baby. Quip starts at just $25. And you get your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/H3. It's a simple way to keep your mouth clean, to enjoy brushing, and to support the show. It's getquip.com/H3. Get your first refill pack for free. Let me say that one more time right now. getquip.com/H3, guys. Thank you to Quip. If you believe you're not being snooped on or that nobody cares about your online data, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you're wrong. Because you listen to my show, you're clearly smart, and I have to laugh whenever I read that. You're clearly smart enough to understand that your privacy is under attack. Hackers, governments, ad companies, and ISPs are all gobbling up your data. Like all of it. That's why I recommend getting the software that I trust to protect my online activity the most. ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN. In case you couldn't understand that I said that. It's important to the sponsor that you understand when I say their name. So, ExpressVPN. Their app uses powerful encryption to secure your data. ExpressVPN runs in the background of your computer or phone, and then you use it and then you use the internet like you would normally would. You download the app, click to connect, and voila. I don't know that voila is a word that a metal guy like me would use. How about this? You download the app, click to connect, and Bob's your uncle. You're protected. I personally never go online without ExpressVPN, and you shouldn't either. ExpressVPN is the fastest VPN I've tried. It costs less than $7 per month, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. ExpressVPN uses new cutting-edge technology called Trusted Server to make sure there's no logs of what you do online. Hentai fans, take note. It's time to stop hackers, Big Brother, and internet companies from grabbing all your data. Take back your online privacy with ExpressVPN, guys. If you're using the internet without ExpressVPN, that's like having a one-night stand with a girl that's been all the way around town and back without a condom. And I'm just being honest. It's that serious.
It's not like that.
It is like that, Hila. Protect your online activity today and find out how you can get 3 months free at expressvpn.com/H3. That's expressvpn.com/H3 for 3 months for free with a 1-year package. Visit expressvpn.com/H3 to learn more.
2.
Oh, yeah.
But I actually want to send you like all the
Are we back, Dan?
I just love all your shit, man. It's
Dan?
inspirational.
You're back.
Oh, we are back.
Thank you. We are back?
I have to, I was telling Dan to say go to break
Okay.
because I thought it would be funny.
I have a feeling you had something to do with
Yeah.
it, with the way you were laughing.
But I didn't want Dan to have to take the heat on that.
On what?
On breaking you up and saying we have to go to
breaking
break.
Yeah, that was but the timing of it though was like here because I was about to cry. Like if you waited if that fucker Dan would have waited
But it was him because I was saying it for a while. I was like saying, go. I was saying, say it. So he chose the exact moment to say it.
I understand that, and as soon as I walked in here too, that guy gave me real fucked vibes, like Japanese internment camp bullshit.
Wow, Dan.
Yeah, Dan gave me like, shut your mouth, eat the sandwich, and your lawyer will be here next week.
What?
So anyway, I expect an apology
You will have a formal written apology and
from Dan.
Okay.
I like the green a lot. You guys are so
But
inspirational.
I'm sorry that I was listening to Hila talking about her experience with losing her father. Actually, was something I was very close to, but obviously not happening to me. Hila is from Israel, as you may or may not know, and her. I don't.
Don't ever talk like that
Yeah, I
again
shouldn't say
toward
that.
me.
Hila's
Because
from Israel.
we know each other for years, but that's
Yeah,
fucking
we are
bullshit,
good friends.
man.
We are good friends.
You're from Israel? You're from Israel?
And so I wasn't in Israel with her at the time when her dad died of lung cancer. He was a smoker, and he had he died of lung cancer, and I don't know what your dad passed of.
Stroke.
Oh, he had a stroke.
Well, no. What happened was he had a bunch of strokes, like 20 of them, and then
Whoa.
then over the years, and then he had complications of he had Parkinson's and other things that
He
happened.
eventually died from pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Yeah.
It's just one of the complications of
Yeah, because he was already bedridden.
right.
Yeah.
So there's no way for him to sort of expel all that mucus, and it becomes a whole big infection.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know why I'm laughing. Why just laugh? Why did I just laugh then?
Because pneumonia seems something like
Expel the
so
mucus.
small, but it's not.
And pneumonia gets a lot of people.
Yeah, at the end it does. Yeah.
Compromised. Immune
No, it's just
system.
when my mom when my mom died. My dad died. My mom screamed at me and she goes, "Take photo."
Really?
It was weird, right?
He wanted you to take a photo
Well,
of,
what-
Not just one.
his departed.
No, just document what's going on.
Huh.
Right? So she made me do the selfie. I did this. Just listen. I did the
What?
selfie thing with the timer.
with your dearly
It's
departed
a far
father.
away shot.
It's a faraway shot.
The
I did the
family
timer.
portrait,
The
guys.
family portrait.
Did you ever have the inclination to smile just because it was because it's a photo? Do you know what I mean?
No, but
I've seen that
but
happening,
do you know
yeah.
why I didn't smile? Because it would have been funnier with the way we did it, and the way we did it was the best way to do
and
it.
you had sunglasses on.
What'd you do?
Everyone
No,
had
I didn't wear the sunglasses.
You had them on. I still have the photo.
One of them I did wear gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one of them I was respectful and I didn't wear them.
So what was the funny?
What?
You said you
Just
did it.
being completely still, staring blankly into the camera was the best shot.
I
It was
thought
so weird.
What I found interesting was that as soon as his dad died, I got a barrage of text messages, and when I checked my phone, there's about 80 to 100 different angles of his dead
Oh
father.
my God! What?
Oh my goodness.
But that's exactly what you
I
said.
know, but don't say that.
As if I needed to.
Yeah, if I do shit like that, don't say it because then everyone on the line, people are gonna be like,
Dude, it's a coping. Maybe it was a coping thing.
she fucking made. You know my mom. She's like, take video. I'm not gonna take video of it.
I
And then
really wish that people will prepare you for death. Don't you think so? Like, there is no preparation. You don't know what to do. I thought it was weird that we were even standing in the room with his dead body.
It's
Yeah.
they
We
just-
were standing for like an hour, and his family members came, and then people were hanging out there talking
That's-
next to his dead
that's
body.
so
Yeah.
real.
It's weird. Yeah.
That's really surreal.
And then my brother, kiss his head, right? And I go,
He asked you to kiss his head?
yeah, because he did it like 5 times.
But what does he care if you kiss his head?
That's the thing. Everyone takes it so differently, and then they
People are
expect you to do what they do.
Yeah.
And,
People are acting hysterical.
and then in the middle of the hysteria, they're now playing hot potato with his ashes.
All right, don't say that.
Wait,
Don't say
hot
that.
potato with his ashes.
No one wants the ashes. They got him cremated, and now his mom, called me 2 weeks ago, and she's like, "I'm flying to LA." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Get me a ticket because I'm picking up the ashes, and I don't want to spend the night with the ashes, so I'm bringing the ashes to LA." And
Wait,
she
she
brings
drives
in the
2
ashes.
2 boxes of my dad's ashes.
Wait, can you? I don't understand the logistics. He passed in Phoenix and was cremated.
Yes,
Your mom is
lives
flying.
in Phoenix.
Your mom lives in Phoenix. She's flying to LA with the ashes.
Right, because she doesn't want to spend a single night with the ashes.
No.
Okay.
This is what happened.
Yeah.
He's dead. We're at the place. The guy goes, "What do you want to do?" And I go, "What is the options? I've never done this before." They go, "We could do, service or the whole thing. Tell me how much the lot costs, all that thing." And I go, "What about the thing where they just, they
Incinerator.
grind them out, right?" "What do you mean grind what out?" He said. "Whatever they do, they burn it out, the body. Well, we'll do that." So I went and bought the box, 2 boxes. We split it in half, my brother and I. I wanted the bottom half.
Interesting.
You got a specific part of
I
the
asked
body?
for the bottom half because I just feel like if you have the upper half, there's more likely of ghost.
Wait, I didn't even know. You're fucking with me.
No, I really believe that.
No. You can decide which part of the body
They
you want?
said no.
Oh.
They said no. They go, "There's no." And I go, "Well, then I don't want also any other ashes in the ashes, right? I want all my dad.
Yeah.
I don't want 3% of the 90-year-old black guy that was a janitor at the school, right? I want all Korean my dad.
Because you don't know who was incinerated before your dad.
I don't want to mix it, bro.
Yeah.
So
You don't want
Also,
that.
you don't want to bring in someone into your home that you're unfamiliar with, because that's when the haunting really starts.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
The
That's
whole
right.
thing is so weird to me. In Israel, it's like a lot more uncommon, I guess. It's people bury you. That's the
That's
common
it.
way.
That's it.
That's all they. That's it. They don't grind you out.
Immediately.
Wow,
What's the word they use?
Yeah.
Grind you out is not the right
The
word.
next day.
Ash,
Now why?
Cremate?
cremate.
Yeah, cremate.
Grind you out.
All of a
cremate.
sudden, grind you out sounds more official.
I'm sorry, I haven't been myself. I haven't been myself lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
And don't cut to a commercial now. Don't cut to a commercial now. Let me get it out,
There's no more
okay?
commercial.
All right. That guy, Dan. But you know what, guys? I figured, I did shows in Portland right after my dad died. I went to Hawaii. I shot that show. And then life goes on. We move on. And, Khalyla and I, we bought a new house.
You did, congratulations.
congratulations.
Yeah, and we live near you guys.
You do?
Studio
You
City.
do?
Well, Studio City.
That's close. That's
closer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
Congrats.
cool. Congratulations.
And
The doggies got a yard?
Mm-hmm.
God bless them.
have 3 dogs and 3 cats.
Oh,
They have a
so
lawn
wonderful.
now.
Do your dogs feel like second-class citizens since you
Had a baby?
No way.
Because they always say that,
People
I
told me
think-
that, and I was like, BS. My dogs are my little angels.
I think we really do spend a lot of times with them, which I don't know if other people do that, but sometimes we actually get worried. Like yesterday, you said you don't think you spend enough time with Theodore because it's like you have so much to juggle now. But we treat them like a kid.
The
like,
truth is that I try to. It's fucked up because, well, first of all, a newborn baby just requires a lot of attention. So it's inevitable that your dogs are going to be more neglected.
Yeah.
But not second-class citizens by any means. I'm very conscious about spending time with them, and even to say that we got another dog. We adopted another
I
dog
saw that.
so that our
first
first
one.
dog had a friend, and they
Yeah.
get together great. And I'm happy to say that has been a smash success.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
But I
right
love them.
Because that's what I
my
worry
best.
about when we talk about having children is my fear that I will love my dog. Because my dogs are my life.
Yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
them to not be
Me
my
too.
life.
we do too.
It's
And we did
it's
hear
all
that
personal.
from other people that felt like after the kid, they didn't feel the same about their
Do you know what
dog.
I think about those people?
I think it's.
I think they
it's
never
just-
had that strong relationship.
I think
with
you're
their dog.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
can
think it's possible, but like for us, it wasn't like that at all.
But can I tell you about
know?
having a son?
Tell
That
me.
the best way to learn about the relationship with your own dad or with your parents is, by having a child, because you're almost reliving. That's as close as you can ever get to know your parent. Right? What they've been through and the thoughts and the struggles, and from the very first moment of having this little critter, this little creature.
You're not going to convince me. You're not going to convince me to get one. And I know you're
I'm
trying.
not
I know you're
trying
trying. I know you're trying.
What, you don't want
And
kids?
I do, but you're trying to convince me. I know you're trying. And
I'm
I really
not.
appreciate it, but I'm going to say something right now. No, thank you.
Okay. I'm not
I don't
trying
know
to
what you're
convince
do,
you.
but no, thank you.
Well, I
you want
wasn't
kids?
sure if it sounded like you were
Yeah, I thought you
thinking
guys were
about
just
it.
talking-
No,
I thought
I'm
you.
not.
I thought you guys were just talking about if we had
Well,
kids.
he does.
You want kids?
He's very keen on them. I've never really been. I just don't. I feel like I'd fuck it up royally. I feel like we'd fuck it up.
No, man. I want to explode inside her and create life. You know.
Now, I wanted to go back. When you take
You
those,
wouldn't fucking
when you take those, I wrote the name down.
Unisom?
Unisom. Do you guys ever have sex on Unisom?
We used to, but she doesn't want to do it. It's weird.
I don't like. Yeah.
well,
I don't
like-
want to. I don't like the finality of it all.
I'm
I don't
sure
like
it's
the sound.
weird because
Oh.
you're not taking it, so it's
I'm
like
not.
one
have
of
you
you.
tried taking Unisom?
No.
No.
I don't
Well-
like the way his body stiffens at the end.
You get rigor mortis when you come?
Yeah. Like his spine's gonna just snap.
That crazy?
Okay, can I say something right now?
So do you prefer to jerk off on Unisom than have sex?
That's his nightly ritual.
It sounds like it. Yes, a definite yes.
What is this turning into? I love it. You know, can we go back to my dad dying or what? Now we're gonna get personal.
Well, we
We're gonna
got
get more personal. I'm gonna say this. Okay.
There's a circle of
I have
life.
a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I have a lot of sexual problems,
Mhm.
and it's not fair to Khalyla. And I'm getting numbers, and I'm trying to figure it out. Okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah, can we
It
talk
sounds
more?
very vague.
Yeah, because what I'm
Yeah.
trying to do is I got my numbers from therapists,
Oh,
and when they
okay.
go in, and I am going to try to work on this problem I have. But yeah, okay, I have sexual problems. You have to understand, though, okay, is that I lived through a lot,
Yeah.
okay, and I'm not saying, not like there are kids that were way worse, probably most people, and I'm not making any excuses, but I want to be better for you, baby.
Yeah, there you she's
I'm receptive. I'm laughing,
she's
but
not
I'm
sure how to-
receptive to that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, thank
but
you, thank you.
anyway, back to your dad.
Back. Let's go back to the porn
the babies.
The porn thing.
You want the
Okay.
porn
No,
thing.
go ahead.
The babies.
The baby. Yeah, let's go
You
back to
want the baby, you don't want the baby.
You,
No, I don't want the baby.
Is that a conflict?
It-
'Cause
I
that
think-
seems like a big
It's
conflict.
a big conflict.
She doesn't want one because she doesn't think that I have the genes. You know
Not
what I
the
mean? That-
genes.
no.
Well,
You don't think that I have anything in my DNA that's going to be an asset to whatever the
no,
baby.
quite the opposite. I think that he has very special DNA, but with very special DNA comes the other side of that coin, which is psychopathy. He has violence in his family. My family, I
Yeah,
have
but-
murderers in my family, heavy drug use, same for him.
But you know that all has to do with upbringing.
yeah.
Like Bobby said, his dad was abusive. That's how you end up with
Yeah.
with these kinds of individuals who are dysfunctional
So you
in
guys don't-
society.
But you
got-
guys have how many pets? 5?
6.
6?
Yeah.
How are they?
Do you understand that you have that?
really good.
You have
There
that
you go.
maternal-
You're
you have
already a
that-
parent.
That's I knew that I wanted to have kids.
You're a parent already to
Listen,
6
I'm not.
pets.
Listen, I'm not
That's a
trying to
lot.
convince.
Yeah.
Don't yell at her, man.
Oh, I was yelling at
I'm
you.
listening to everything you're saying.
I'm on.
Don't
Kayla's
yell
side.
at her, and let's get your point
I'm gonna
across.
yell at you. I knew when we first got our first dog Shredder that me and Eli had this. We had this parental love and affection, and we raised him, and the whole world revolved around. We had so much parental love to give. I saw that, and it wasn't just like it was. You have infinite parental love to give. He gets the love. Alfredo, our new dog, gets the love. Theodore, he gets the love. But what it was is that you see that you have a nurturing, selfless side. Your kid's not going to grow up and be a murderer just because whatever you think. You guys are successful. You are relatively well adjusted. Okay, you've got means. You've got love to give. That's it. You're not as long as you.
You
Okay,
crying
I'm
right now?
No, I'm not.
Oh, don't cry.
Serial killers and all these weird dysfunctional people. I used to have thoughts like that too.
Yeah.
Like you never know. It's almost like you take a gamble when you have a kid.
Yeah.
But this stuff happens from the nurturing. They have fucked
I
up
just feel like you
parents.
can't think like that. If you start thinking like that, everything is a gamble. Like walking on the street is a gamble.
It's-
Yeah.
You
But
know,
it's
you
not
could get hit by a
true,
bus.
even. I
Well, you
don't
know
think
what you
it's
said?
true.
The key
You
word
have
was
to unlock
parental
it.
love.
Yeah.
He has a lot of love. I just don't know if it's in the parental sense. Like last night, say for instance, our dog Julio had explosive diarrhea. I specifically said, don't give him the pumpkin treats because that'll give him diarrhea. He was like, no, it won't. It's like he gave Julio the pumpkin treats. Julio had explosive diarrhea around 5 a.m.
I think it's love. That's parental love.
But
It's just a little
That's
diarrhea,
fine.
But
and he
when
wanted the
he-
dog to have to have the damn
Thank
pumpkin
you.
trees.
A little defense, thank
well,
you.
when Julio has diarrhea in our bedroom,
Oh, bad,
He-
bad.
yeah.
Not good.
he doesn't know how to do things quietly. It turns into a Broadway musical. I'm asleep, all the lights have to be on, and then he acts as if I've forced him to be Cinderella. He's crying, he's complaining about the whole process of cleaning and wiping. And
I'll
it's
tell
just-
you what, you get help. You get
Well, yeah,
help.
you guys are rich. Come on, give me a break.
You get a night nurse, you get a nanny,
Yeah,
they
you're
help
fucking
you.
rich. What are
you
you
don't do
talking
everything
about?
on
Yeah,
your
we're
own.
gonna get a night nurse. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right?
I don't want to exempt you from work,
You
though.
get a housekeeper.
We get a
You
housekeeper,
get a
right?
night
And a night
nurse. And then all of a sudden, yeah, you're a great parent. You,
You
don't have to
guys
do
are more
anything.
capable
We're
than
more
a lot
capable
of people that have kids.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so you gotta get an attitude adjustment, babe.
Let me tell you.
But if you still don't want to have a baby, that's fine. But
There's
if you
no-
feel like you are not going to be a good parent, I have no doubt that you'll be good parents.
I agree.
the concern of that, the very concern of it is what proves that.
Yes.
The-
You already care more
possi-
than
Yes. You know
Most
who's a bad parent? People who get pregnant in the bathroom at McDonald's high on meth, and then the baby is just a burden to them it's illegal for them to kill, literally, and that's the only reason they care. And that's the guy who goes and kills people.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, every time you learn about serial killer or all these fucked up people or deranged rapists,
They had
and stuff,
horrible
their
childhood.
parents are evil people.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Yeah.
watch Mindhunter?
Yes, I
Yeah.
watched that show, and I'm also thinking about that when I say that.
Yeah. There's almost
Yeah.
Like a mom who humiliates.
Yeah,
who
yeah.
humiliates
Yeah.
and
and it
belittles
turns
son.
into like a sexual.
Exactly.
But the thing that you do when we go, like if we're going on vacation or I'm on the road, we do something, and the kind of preparation you do for the dogs,
Yeah.
getting them a sitter,
I'm obsessive.
getting them all the right things that they need. So those are all things that I don't think that serial killer parents didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that they weren't there. You were
No,
there.
you know
will
what
be.
it's-
I'll be there too, I think.
You know what a serial killer?
think.
You know what a serial killer parent does? They don't even say they're leaving, and they just close the door and lock it.
Yeah. Or Jeffrey, why do you have the bones, you know what I mean, of a dog? Like just underneath the, you know what I mean, the porch.
Yeah.
Right? And then instead of letting it go, okay, Jeffrey, don't do it again. Me? My dad? Oh, you going back to Korea, he would say if he found bones. I go, what happens there? You're going to go to the mines.
Salt mines.
And salt mine, you're going to mine until all that is out of your system. Right? That's how we do it. We don't let them out in society.
So was that a stroke moment? Did anyone understand that?
It's a TIA. It was transient, but it was a stroke.
Exactly.
I think. Why are you so hesitant? I mean, is it something about the way
It's
that
scary.
you
There's a
were
lot of
raised? Was it
responsibility.
something- Is it Bobby?
It's me.
Yeah, probably.
percentage-
I'd say 60% probably Bobby.
60% Bobby. You don't think that Bobby is capable of being a good dad?
I think that he's capable of showing a lot of love. I have this fear that it will feel like me being a single mom in terms of the workload.
He's a good provider.
He's a good financial provider, but in terms of just doing the
You want a
dirty
part-
work,
yeah.
I really, I want.
What if you have a
assistance there.
nanny?
Even then, I think I would resent him if I didn't see him change
But
diapers.
it's not the
But how do
nanny.
you feel about that? Are you gonna not change
Okay,
diapers?
okay. Well, I mean, listen, we don't know. Because we've never been there. We've never done it, so we don't know what I'm going to be like.
What do you mean? I've had
I know, but you and I have
I've
never had a
aborted your
baby together. But we've never had a baby together, so we don't know what I'm going to be like when I see the baby. What I feel like is going to happen is like, I'm going to pick the baby up, and there'll be a glow.
That won't happen.
That won't happen.
I don't
Let
think
me tell you
should,
what happens.
Romanticize it like that.
There's
either.
no glow. There's no
No.
glow.
There's no
No.
glow.
No.
And in
Oh,
fact, let me
fuck.
tell you this. Theodore just turned 4 months, and I just started to like him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like Gobi, our dog. I didn't like Gobi at first because he was a puppy.
But for the first 3 months, he's
you
it's
get nothing
all
out of it.
Work, no sleep,
Yeah.
shit, piss, horrible hours. It's just
crying.
like crying. But then all of a sudden,
I was starting to imagine like crying noises when I was in the shower. I just started hearing
I hear
crying
that
all the
too. I
time.
hear
Yeah.
crying.
Wow.
But
It was
then,
just crying.
What happened?
he starts recognizing you, and he starts preferring you. He starts to love you.
And
He
then you
smiles,
walk into his vision and he starts smiling.
and he
Aw.
wants to grab you
He
because he loves his
you.
daddy. But that's just the beginning,
You
you
guys are
know.
not helping me out one bit.
But you know, okay, if you don't think he's a good dad, then I mean, what's the long-term plans here? Let's just be honest.
To have
You want to
more dogs.
so Bobby's your life partner.
Yes. I hope. Yes.
When she has the baby, this is what we're gonna do. The baby's born.
When? Okay.
Well,
go ahead.
when the baby's born, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick it in front of. You have to do this in front of a piano
Hmm.
to see if they're prodigies.
Just from the first moment he's born, and then you put it back in.
No, I don't put it back in. It doesn't. I don't cook it back in there. I just want to see if that I won the lottery and I got one of those,
Okay, so that's another
like a beautiful
thing.
mind. You know, one of those
So
ones.
he's very fascinated with very special human beings.
Yeah, I don't like normal.
I have a fear that if our child becomes just so painfully average and mediocre, I wonder how.
What are you guys are overthinking this, man?
You're
I'm
so
not.
overthinking it.
Not yeah,
No, me,
well,
I am. He's not saying
don't-
you.
You don't know what it's like to live like this. Man. What about that?
Do you guys?
I see what you're saying.
Well, hold on.
Survivor.
Do you guys do couples therapy ever?
Okay.
No, we're gonna start.
You
though.
should do that and talk about the baby thing, because I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys have a lot of shit to work out here.
With a baby stuff.
Yeah,
No,
with the
no,
baby
we
stuff.
have so many things to work out.
You-
I have a lot of things to work out within my own self.
Well, you see a therapist, and then you guys need to see a therapist together.
Right.
I see a
Because-
therapist.
Yeah, you're good.
Do you see a
I
therapist,
look great.
Bobby?
I look good.
No, but
I look good.
no,
I
but
look good.
I'm telling
I look
you,
great. My dad died. Oh shit.
Khalyla, may I ask how old are you?
34.
Okay, 34.
Same
You
age.
you guys need to work this out, because the baby thing seems important to you. And I'm gonna be honest, the baby thing is important, because when you guys start to age out a little bit,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, it's a beautiful thing. It's like when you have a baby, you realize that it's like a whole new stage of life that it's like you're not going down that beautiful road. It's in many ways, I think, as a parent, you think, oh, well, this is the point of life, and I know that's a subjective experience, obviously, because it's a new perspective of learning so much about yourself and your forebears and everyone around you, and understanding the world in a new perspective that you had no access to. It's like seeing colors, a new color for the first time that you couldn't see before. There's a new phase of existence that's meaningful and powerful and important. It's reproduction, baby. That's why we're all here.
No, we do have friends who choose not to have kids,
And that's great.
that is totally fine. But I feel like if one of you want it,
That's a
or
problem.
one of
Yeah.
you not sure, then
Yeah.
it's worth
Well,
talking
Yes.
more about.
Finally, when I acquiesced to the idea and said, okay, fine, if this, I'm not opposed, I just have fears.
I understand.
So
Which
I
is
said, okay,
why-
fine,
yeah.
let's do this. What's the plan? I'm just somebody who likes to plan ahead. I'm
And you
somebody a little bit
should.
more
You
pragmatic than
should.
him. So when it's time to talk about it, he's just not someone who wants to talk about what the process will entail. And so he doesn't quell my fears.
It's hard, and I have to tell you, we didn't really want to talk about it either. We barely watched any preparation videos, and we didn't go to the
I didn't
classes.
take any units.
We didn't do anything, and luckily,
Or did.
we just met Christina and Tom around the time that we got pregnant, and Christina, throughout my pregnancy, kept text messaging me, "You gotta get a doula. You gotta get help.
Yeah.
You gotta get help. You're gonna need a nurse." And I kept
Wow.
ignoring it. I was like, yeah, sure, we'll get it. When we get there, we'll get it. And she was like, "No, you gotta get it now.
She's
Yeah.
the
I'm
best.
giving you the best recommendation.
She
You gotta
helped
call
us a
her."
lot.
And I didn't call her, and like 2 weeks later, she'll text me, "Did you call her?"
Yeah.
And thank God that we listened to her, because
Yeah.
now we have help, and our life would be so bad right now if we didn't have help.
Yeah.
And we both work, and we want to work. We both like being productive, and we're able to still work and still be with him and still take care of our dogs. And, it's a lot to juggle, so you do need to prepare for it, but
Yeah.
it's doable.
Yeah.
You can do it.
We also have Dee Dee.
Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Dee Dee,
Yeah, see,
Megan.
that was one of my stipulations. My stipulation is I need. What is that?
Sorry.
It's so quiet.
We have a soundbite where she says DD mega doo
Mega doo-doo.
so you guys can hear.
DD
It's
mega
a news
doo-doo.
pronoun. Yeah. Sorry, everybody.
It's a family member. Her name's Dee Dee. She's childless, but she's the neighborhood nanny basically, and she's from the Philippines. And we just love her so much.
Love her so much.
It's like if you bring Dee Dee here, I'll have that child. So
Yeah.
if Dee
It's
Dee
like,
comes,
and Khalyla takes care of her, like you bought her a whole new set of teeth.
I did buy Dee Dee
She had no
teeth.
teeth.
You bought her
so
teeth?
Yeah, Khalyla bought her teeth.
She's just
Really?
dedicated her life
Like
to just always
dentures or like-
helping.
No teeth.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
those
works
are
on
regular
a
teeth.
farm.
Wow.
You know,
You know what I mean?
But
We
like,
have
but like
I gave her
'cause those are
dentures.
pricey.
dentures.
Yeah.
Yeah, dentures.
But why would you? That's so fucked up.
What?
Poor Dee Dee. Now everyone knows she's toothless.
Toothless. Lady.
She's been smiling on her Instagram pictures.
She probably looks
lately.
good.
She
Dentures
looks
look
really,
good.
really
I'm
good.
jealous of people with fake teeth because it always looks better than mine.
I know. And then you know what? You know my teeth. What happened? I have no teeth. You know that, right?
You have 4.
I have 5 teeth.
Do we know
You know that, right?
I don't think we know that.
Oh, can I show you? No, I don't have. I have no teeth. I just said.
Oh, show me.
Can I show you? But don't make fun of me.
Yeah.
Why would I make fun of you?
Okay.
Why
Well, I
would
don't want to. So
Just explain how the inside looks.
Oh God,
like.
I'll explain it to you. What it's
Show me first, and then I'll like.
Okay, how about this? Because I'm
Recoil?
afraid of the cameras picking it up.
They won't.
So why
show.
don't I go over to you?
No, they won't show your camera. Don't come too close to me.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it very up close. Okay, come here.
All right, stop. All right, stop. Yeah. Down here, right?
Yeah.
Look at right.
What, you got to lift your head a little bit.
Up.
The other way. Oh wow, he's missing teeth.
But
the
all
molars.
all sides.
Oh really? Why?
He has to chew steak in the front.
So
Like,
Oh.
you're missing all of your molar teeth.
What happened?
I don't rush.
You don't rush.
I don't brush.
Brush.
You
oh.
never brush.
I do now.
Oh.
Wait, for how long did you not brush?
40 years, but I do now.
Wow.
He's
I flossed. I
required.
learned how to floss.
Shit.
Taught him
you
how to
not
floss.
Less. When you guys met, was he pre or post brush?
One of the things that we talked about on the phone before we met is I have really weird oral fixations, or I have really weird things about oral hygiene. So
Well, the
he
guy's
prepared.
missing like 16 teeth, so I don't think that's weird.
So the good part is that
I mean-
there aren't crevices that smell back there because it's just gums.
Huh. When you guys make out, do you ever feel his gums?
I don't go that far. I don't go that deep.
She doesn't go to, she doesn't. Her tongue doesn't travel in those
No, no,
territories.
no. I try not to
That's
travel.
weird.
That
Yeah,
makes
it's like
sense.
cereal.
You don't.
I'm just curious.
Now,
So they got yanked, and you just said forget about it.
do couples still make
no,
out?
I let through time. I did it. I didn't go to a hospital or a dentist and go
That's
pull
a
it
good
out.
question.
I
Wait,
let
when was the
food
last
do
time
it.
we made out?
Do couples make out?
Like, do just random make
don't
out?
think
Not
so.
really.
I don't.
I don't know. We don't.
I don't even like holding hands, to be honest.
Really?
I find it to be really. I hate it.
Well, when she does, you know, when she does it, like we were watching the movie the other day, right in the movie, and she put her hand there. So what I do is, so she grasps the hand like this, and and in my head now I go, "Wait, don't pull back a little bit, because she'll think that you're pulling away. But don't push in because that's trying too hard." I hate it.
You think about stuff
Yeah,
like
my
that?
mind. Yeah,
I do
in my
too.
mind. Yeah.
I do too because I have Tourette syndrome and like OCD, so I'm very neurotic about like touch and movement. And so like I like being affectionate. I am very affectionate with Hila. And so if we're walking, sometimes I'll grab her hand and I'll hold it, and I'll be like, "That's nice." And then literally 5 seconds, I'm over it.
Yeah. You know, it's a fun game
It's
to
just
do.
it's just
Yeah.
the gesture.
How far do you think you and I could like maybe hold hands? You think in public and see how far do you think you and I will be able to walk?
I mean, if I'm consciously making the effort, I'll walk all the way up to I'll walk up to Canada with you holding hands.
Well, okay, how about this? You and I should. You know what you and I should do is hold hands on Ventura Boulevard. Not long ago, but wearing MAGA hats.
Oh,
Holding hands, MAGA hats. See how long we can walk down the street.
Okay,
I think we should do it.
let's
nice
go.
experiment.
See how long we can walk.
I think that's art. I think that's
And
some
that's
type of
beautiful art,
performance
yeah, yeah.
art.
Because you have to understand. Like, have you ever even tried a MAGA hat on?
No, I don't even think I've seen one in the wild.
You bought MAGA mints from Hawaii.
I bought MAGA mints in Hawaii.
They sell
and a
MAGA
bobble.
mints?
I also had 4 bobbleheads I didn't bring. They couldn't
Okay,
fit in my.
Thank you.
Have you
Yeah,
worn a
but-
MAGA hat?
Yeah, I
Was
went.
it scary? Where were you?
I couldn't even put it on. I saw it at the store in Hawaii, and I almost put it on. It was just it just felt wrong.
It feels so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you like him. I don't know if you guys like the guy, but you know.
You're sure I like him?
I don't know what you feel. I don't know how you feel about it. I just don't like the guy.
No, we're
You might like him. I don't know. You might like him.
we're Yang Gang.
So
Oh yeah, you are.
Oh, you guys are
yeah,
Yang Gang.
yeah,
Are you
yeah.
guys having him on here?
he came
We
on
did.
already.
He was already
Oh
on.
my
I saw the
God.
photo already.
And we want to bring him on again.
I want to have him on. I'm going to invite him.
We
on.
want him on too to kind of just, explain to us in layman's terms what
brighter.
the hell's
Yes.
going on.
And it's
bright-
great.
They are
They're
brighter.
brighter.
We're really lowbrow and very
Brighter.
dumb.
Yeah, we're
What?
dumb.
What?
We're very
Have more teeth.
like I
but
told
don't
you
know about
earlier,
IQ points.
our topics are very dick and death heavy, but that's
Dick
about
and
it.
deaf?
Yeah.
Deaf?
Death.
Oh my-
Dying.
Dick and death.
That's basically
dick and
where
death,
that's
yeah.
our forte. We don't do we're not very
Well,
good
what
with
the hell do you think
politics.
we talk about here? I just hit you with I interrupted
No,
you
because I
to say DD mega doodoo.
no, because I follow you on social media,
Yeah.
Thank
and so I'll go by it and go, oh God, they're killing it.
You want to see what I
Every
tweet?
what?
You want to see what I tweeted? Go ahead and I didn't mean to make you stop complimenting me.
Oh yeah, no, but I would. You guys are killing it, dude. And also wherever I go, people go, oh H3, without even.
They say
think
that
that
to you,
I'm
but-
just that's all I do is H3.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's
that's
not all
great.
I do.
Thank you to my
I have other things that I do.
fans out there that see Bobby.
Yeah.
Make sure to say that to congratulate him for knowing me. So I tweeted this morning, and this was controversial. Today is International Lesbian Day. In case, did you know
Didn't
that?
know that.
You didn't know that.
Of course I did.
So I woke up this morning, I saw it trending, and I said, wow, what a coincidence. I just celebrated # International Lesbian Day last night before bed. It's like,
What do you mean?
because I masturbated to lesbian porn.
Oh.
You see how dumb we are?
So
That's how dumb it is.
Well, I don't know who's to blame here.
Yeah.
she said, I got lots of hate. This is a really bad tweet, dude. Also, not the day to do it. Well, it is literally
the day to do
it's
it.
the only
yeah.
LGBTQ citizens are literally having their rights debated right now by SCOTUS, so it's a bit of a rough day for us. This is a
That's
tired
right.
trope, and it rings of homophobia, and it's straight up unfunny, my guy.
Wait, homophobia. I thought that was so far from it. It might have not
Hmm.
been an obvious.
It's a stupid joke.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I mean, am I not allowed to jerk off to lesbian porn?
Did you guys talk about with Andrew Yang the whole Shane Gillis thing?
No.
He came before Shane Gillis,
Yeah,
but would you guys like to talk
before.
about Shane Gillis? You probably have talked about it to death on your own.
We
Who's Shane Gillis?
He's the guy who made that.
The
YouTube.
SNL
Oh
guy.
yeah. I talk
we
about.
flip
Shane,
flop
yeah.
a lot on it.
Oh, you flip flop? Can I?
But-
Get,
But I
Yeah.
feel like you have the same take as us.
I think we'll have the same.
I've seen your take, which is basically that it's just not funny, right?
Not
and
funny.
that's
it's
the
not.
problem.
Yeah. And it's what Andrew Yang said was,
Are you
we just
having a,
everything's so punitive.
unison orgasm right now.
No, I'm just this topic really just kind of like it just irritates me. It
Okay,
shakes
great.
me to the bones.
Okay,
so I
I've
just
got-
kind of have to get. I get squirmish.
Okay.
What were
When it
you
comes up-
saying? Like,
What? Well, I'm just it's, I don't really.
Well, you had a really good point of view about
The
it.
guy should. Here's the thing: is that for many years, all right. Even I went to high school in the '80s, and people would just walk up to you and go, "What's up, chink?"
Oh, that's
really?
Right?
Wow.
Just in the '80s, and they were like, that would be the principal. Like they would. didn't
And
give a fuck.
you're supposed to just be like, haha. Hey.
And then you would be like, even in I did a commercial where a director called me a chink.
what?
Really?
Yeah.
When? Recent?
Yeah.
I know
I know
who.
the guy.
I mean, but was it
Wow.
recent?
No, many years ago.
Okay.
In the
okay,
90s.
Okay. But you that's yeah.
Right. So, people used to say it and not get fired.
That's
right.
awful.
But you know what? The guy said it on a podcast 3 years ago, and you saw the podcast, right? It's like,
I've seen it.
Yeah.
who gives a shit? He said,
Yeah.
I do so many fucking podcasts. I say all kinds of bullshit.
Exactly.
Sometimes
That
I-
was my thought
Right.
too. You could find Ethan saying really
Oh, man.
Yeah.
messed
Oh,
up
boy.
stuff.
When you talk for hours, you might
Yes.
say something, right? And so it's like, I would have not fired him. I would have given him a pass. Also, my point of view is that it doesn't affect me because I'm Korean. And I'm a
don't
gook.
you don't consider that.
chink,
You
know
don't.
what I mean? That's my other angle, too.
Okay, so a chink is for Chinese. Gook.
It's for more Korean, and they used it for the Vietnam War as well.
The Vietnamese are
I
good.
didn't even know
Yeah,
about
go-
these words.
Yeah.
It's new to me.
What's the origin of
What's
the gook?
Gook is a very fascinating word. I use it many
It's
times
got a
during my
it
week.
rings nicely.
Yeah. It's got a big K in the back.
Well, the
right?
ook.
Ooh, the ooh part.
Yeah, ook.
The ook part hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So gook is this. So gook started in, and can I say this? I think I made this up. See, the etymology of the word gook, I think I might have made up, but I think I've said it so many times that I'm going to just say that I read it.
Okay.
Basically, what it is that during the Korean War, American soldiers would walk through a village, and the villagers would go when they saw an American soldier, they would say "미국," which means America or American,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
But it sounds like them saying "미국," right?
Oh.
But that's where "gook" comes
Got
from.
That's got to be right.
That's what it is.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's like how in the Philippines, all white people are Joe.
Joe.
Why?
Yeah, because there was this one commercial back in the 80s or early 90s where, like, I think it was like a race car driver. His name was like Joe something. And that was the only,
That's awesome.
that was the only reference for like a white man.
Really?
So he had like an Italian last name, like Romano or something.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when like they see a white guy, like Joe Mano, you know, like that.
Ah,
So
yeah.
everyone's Joe. But also the military thing, the whole GI Joe thing,
Yeah.
I think is probably the correct etymology.
Yeah.
So
But I-
you've got. So let's just recap. You've got gook. You've got chink. Now
Slope is the one.
slope. Ooh.
Nip,
Slope is a good one.
Nip.
Nip is a good
Wait,
one.
who?
Zipperhead?
But are the
Zipperhead's a nice one.
Zipperhead? What is
That's another
that?
one. It's
Wait.
an old nom one.
But wait,
For who?
I want to break this down
For
by
what people?
geographical
Right, for
location.
Vietnamese.
Okay.
They call them zipperheads.
Why?
Zip, zip.
What?
Oh, what?
Yeah. Zip, zip.
Wait, what does that mean?
Like, zip, zip.
What's
Yeah,
happening?
yeah. The head. It looks like
eyes
zip.
look like
zippers.
zipper?
Our eyes.
Oh, that's so
What?
cruel.
Yeah, it's cruel.
That is cruel.
But you know what? They used to say that to us all the time back in the day. Now, you know what's so funny? I run into people like Ali Wong, all these young Asians. They have it so easy, you know?
Right.
Oh, I auditioned for this, movie with, against like white people. Back in the day, the only auditions we got were ninja. No, you would go to an audition and people would be dressed as ninjas, like full on with the mask and everything. And that's what we would get back in the day, right?
Let me ask.
So we saw racism even in Hollywood differently than these younger kids.
Let me ask you this, because I guess another controversial point was that it was the first Asian SNL cast member
Bowen Yang.
alongside, what was his?
Bowen Yang.
Bowen Yang.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with his comedy. I'm sure he's very funny.
He's not the first. He's the second.
Oh, he is.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider was the first
He's
Asian.
Filipino.
Okay. Okay, good. Rob Schneider.
Robert Schneider's not Filipino?
He's
think-
half, but
Is he really?
Yeah, he's half Filipino.
His mom's full-blown Filipino.
Yeah, she is.
Rob
Really?
Schneider is Filipino?
You didn't know that?
I had no idea.
You're fucking with me.
I'm not
He's not-
fucking with
he
you,
really
but I
is.
know his brother.
He looks like some Jew guy.
His mom before
He's
was
some
Filipino.
Jew.
Wow.
He's not a Jew. He's not fucking Filipino.
He's not even Jewish?
Yeah.
Someone get him out
He's
of
like
Hollywood.
he's as much
Who let him
Filipino
in?
as Joe Coy is Filipino.
He was
Like Joe Coy is what?
Half.
Half Filipino.
Yeah.
So is Rob.
Wow,
Yeah.
Rob Schneider.
Now I
Yeah,
do
so it's
want
the
to
second
say we
SNL
have
Asian cast
15 minutes before we have
That
to
sucks. Can
wrap
she
it up
Can she not stay longer?
because we have a babysitter that has
Wait, can she not stay a little longer?
no.
What does she have to do? Pick up her kid from school or some bullshit? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but so
Well,
Rob.
but I want to say, coming from that background of feeling a discrimination for Asian Americans or whatever Asians in Hollywood, do you think that that guy being cast at the same time as Shane was in some way more troubling for you?
No, for
Or
me,
does it change it?
For me, it's a way of SNL to even a defense, which is, all right. He's a comic. He said it 3 years ago. But listen, we're hiring an Asian cast member,
Yeah.
right? He's a comic. He apologized. We're not going to fire him, and he's not going to do it again. Let's move on, right? But it's like
Yeah.
when you say one thing as a comic and it ruins your career
It's so stupid.
for life, it's just so it's like, what's the fucking point?
That's
Yeah.
why I liked Andrew Yang for it because,
So great.
but he got a lot of hate from
Yeah,
just the Asian
just-
community for saying,
just
"Hey,
for-
we live in this too punitive. Everything can't be this way, and we should just, let him know that he's made a mistake." Give him an opportunity to, correct that,
Yeah.
but not fire him and totally just destroy his entire,
The thing
career.
is, like, you gotta rehearse, right? You're trying to be funny. You
Yeah.
gotta try stuff and see
Yes.
what works and what doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, maybe you're not that good too, right? But what can you do? You're trying.
What have you said anything on this podcast that you regret or that was a little edgy
Sure.
or like you're like I shouldn't have said
Her?
that? Yeah.
Me.
You a
Ethan
lot.
all the time. I'm sure that
Me
I
all the time,
even
too.
Dude, I've dropped N-bombs
Yeah,
on
me
this
too.
podcast.
She's had to edit a
Like,
lot on
Oh,
it.
you edit them? I don't even get to edit them
Yeah,
out,
she
bro.
edits it out.
I don't edit them out.
Every episode she edits. You said midget, retard, you know what I mean, and faggot in the same.
Just last episode, you said retard.
Oh, yeah, I said retard in the
we
first,
still
like...
say that pretty
I said
loosely.
I
It's,
said retard in the first like 10 seconds, and I was like, okay, guys, no more cursing. Let's keep it clean. I know YouTube's cracking down. And the first thing I say, what was the context of the R bomb? But do you know what I say about the retard? I says we need a little grace period on the retard.
yeah.
You
Grace
can't.
period on
You
all
can't-
of it.
Yeah, you can't just take that away from
Eskimos want to be called Inuits now. First of all,
Eskimos.
right. So what I'm saying to you is, hey Eskimo, I will call you Inuit one day when I ever even meet one of you. Because I've never met a fucking
Wait,
Eskimo in my life.
Eskimo is derogatory?
They don't want it. Because
Do you know what's the weirdest one?
What?
Little people.
Oh,
Isn't that
It
so
is so
derogatory?
dumb.
Hey, little guy.
yeah, little guy.
Hey,
yeah.
I got a bunch of little guys
Now,
over
what
here.
would be a better option?
What?
Offer up some options
But what was
for
the
them besides
problem
little
with
people.
midget? I'm sorry if I'm.
Happy.
What is the problem
Uncle
with?
Happy. Hey, Happy.
No, I really don't know.
I
Is
think
midget like?
well, I grew up
a
calling
bad
them
word?
midgets, but I guess apparently people probably started to use it derogatory. Like I would go to Bobby because he's a little shorter than me and say, "What's up, midget?"
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, but dwarf was never used in a
I know whose
derogatory
fault
way.
it is.
Yeah, what's the problem?
dwarf
with
is
or I
like
guess
people, right?
they're different.
So dwarf is a
Medical term.
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
They're different. The midgets
Yeah.
and the dwarfs, they don't like each other.
Why?
They're at war with each other.
But
Have you seen
dwarf-
Willow? You remember
Dwarves
Willow?
are smarter because they have bigger heads.
Dwarves are smarter, and then midgets have magical powers.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's in Willow.
Yeah. Willow. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Val Kilmer
Val Kilmer
rules
was
all
in
of
Willow,
them.
Yeah. He was also great in The Island of Dr. Moreau.
That's a weird one. Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, people need to just recognize when someone is trying to be funny,
Yeah.
and at least remember that that was the intention.
So,
Like if I'm gonna paint, until I'm gonna paint like Leonardo DiCaprio, I can't paint. You know.
Leonardo
Or
DiCaprio,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
is he a good painter?
DiCaprio.
Wow, he must be a really good painter.
Yeah,
I
Leonardo
know you. I know you want
DiCaprio.
to end this short because you're nervous about.
I don't
want
wanna-
this and that. So I'm not gonna do it. Let's just let's relax. We'll end it soon. Okay.
No, I want
Why?
to say it's not fair.
It's not fair. I agree.
She could just leave Theodore by himself for like an hour. I mean, he won't die.
That's a great name.
Theodore?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I like it a lot too.
We have 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
I
changing.
just think, like, no, but seriously, how long do you think he could survive by himself?
Not.
A couple hours? Easily.
Your baby could survive. I've seen documentaries on it. 9 hours by itself.
Really?
Look at there was
Really?
a documentary
I
on
believe that.
HBO about that
That'd be
Japanese
so
couple.
awful.
Yeah, who just receives orphans in the middle of the night?
What?
What? No.
Oh no, that's not the one. Remember when people would just leave babies at their doorstep?
Oh my God.
What kind of fucking magical fucking Eastern bullshit are you watching?
There's this old man who just takes care of little neglected babies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the old man, the
Actually,
babies. Yeah, that's a good
yeah.
one. No, can I just finish what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm
Is
sorry.
that there was a couple.
Hmm.
We're gonna end in 10 minutes.
No, it's
all right?
fine. I'm
There was a couple
listening.
who were addicted to playing video games at an arcade.
Oh, yes.
Japanese.
Oh, I
So they left their baby. They didn't feed it for what 9 weeks. And it died.
What?
Right. Then they went to trial. Right. They were exonerated. And then the government. Then they had another baby.
how were they exonerated?
They just were.
Because I think that they labeled the addiction, like they made it a medical condition, the
But
addiction to video
so?
games, right? Is that what it was?
It's also, I think about it this way.
That's-
It's also, video games is such a huge industry,
It's a shame.
right? So they don't
That's
maybe.
insane.
It's a shame because that kid probably would have grown up to be a hell of a gamer.
Right. A champion.
A champ. He would have been their gold. He would have been their the
That's
protege.
right. That's right.
See if they would have
That's,
just.
if you and I had a baby, bro, oh my God. Be a good one.
He'd be a fucked up looking baby.
Which
man.
one would carry the baby?
I would.
He would
But not
breastfeed.
on one of my cheeks. On my right,
On your ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't have kids.
I feel like. I think this is gonna sound strange, but I kind of is a fantasy of mine to see you carry a baby.
Oh, really? Why?
I feel like you would just transform into everything that I've ever wanted you to be.
Female?
Wow.
Yeah.
International Lesbian Day is it today?
Hey, shout out to all my lesbians out there.
Yeah, where would it come out though? My butthole?
No. I'm just saying, like,
Oh,
if we're not
sorry.
talking
Oops.
about, like, logistics in that way,
okay.
that'd be kind of cute to see you pregnant.
You
I
want
would
him
love
to-
it.
I think he would really enjoy it.
I would put the cucumbers in the eyes.
Okay.
I would put cucumbers in the eyes and put the clay on my face, right?
You
And put
can
the wool
already
towel,
do
right?
that.
And the cucumbers, right? And I had people fanning me and putting food in my mouth. And I would just be fat and going, the baby's
You
hibernating.
can do that already.
Yeah.
I know we're closing out soon, which is so unfair.
It makes me feel so sad that, like,
I feel like we have so much more ground
you're
to
like,
cover.
you're really rushing us. It makes me feel uncomfortable, but it's fine. Next time, maybe you'll give us more time.
Maybe we got to do this again.
Yeah, maybe more time
Yeah.
next time, but this is
Ridiculous.
ridiculous.
No, I mean, where's my mom?
Where's
She's
your
supposed to
mom?
be there. She's in Vegas. She's visiting.
I didn't know that we're starting at 1 when I scheduled it. This
We usually
way.
start at 11.
We usually
so
start
sure
at
that-
Did you
11.
purposely do this?
No.
Dude, I'm
Did
literally.
you purposely
Bobby,
invite us here
I'm
late? so that-
literally discussing keeping my baby alone for the maximum time possible that he won't die by himself.
Honestly, listen. Here's the deal. I really like your clothes a lot,
Those are
Yeah.
all for
but
you.
I don't want all of them because because
I understand. You don't
there are
want to
just
waste
certain
it.
colors I know I'm not going to
Okay.
use.
Yeah.
So these are the ones I'm going to take.
Okay.
We have more, by the way.
No, but because of that shirt I just saw, maybe there's a shirt I'd like to get from you.
Yes.
Oh, you want the shirt?
Not that shirt, but maybe a brand new one in there.
This one?
No, I don't know. I want a brand new one in the plastic packaging.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
maybe
we
you
know
would want
I'll take this one. That's
Okay.
We have a
Like
ton
that.
of shit. Let me give you
Okay,
all
okay,
but
okay.
we have like
Yeah.
a full website.
Alright.
No, but we're not. I'm not. But what I'm just trying to meditate now as a final thought here.
Will you guys come back?
Absolutely.
Fuck you! Of course That's ridiculous. Why we were family?
No, that's not what I was
love
going to
you
say.
so fucking much.
You guys are you? Do you touch your penis? I'm just
A little bit sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just curious. are
Coping
you neurotic?
mechanism.
Coping. I'm like really, yeah. You have to understand that this.
I
is
do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I understand. You know, I listen to Howard Stern. He says he's always touching his penis during the show.
I have a thing where I have to squeeze my left breast.
Really?
If I'm uncomfortable, if I'm anxious, my natural go-to is to just squeeze my pec or chest. Not in any. It's just a comforting feeling to clutch.
Interesting.
And I've said this
Hila?
before.
No,
No?
Your turn.
I don't do that, but I will try.
Just right here.
And
It feels good.
if you could,
Specifically left?
Yeah, it's like it diffuses the feeling in your chest
Bobby,
of
if you could
anxiety.
sign a release, a
I
insurance
just run to
release
the
form.
bathroom when I'm nervous.
Dan,
Sign whatever you want.
just because of the Gatsby, I just need you to sign
Okay.
any injury. And
Yeah. You honestly, let me ask you, you fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. You really fucking believe that even if I did get hurt on that I would press charges?
No,
Do you believe that in your mind?
no, I don't. But
Like,
I,
you know what would have
but
to
do you-
happen?
But do you know what a prudent man always gets the signature?
yeah.
so-
I'm not signing it.
Yeah. No, but before we leave, I need to meditate on something important.
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine Bobby as a father right now. I think there's a lot.
You
What?
guys already have so many pets.
I'm
You're
just
already
thinking.
doing
Be my
it.
son. Be my son right now. Call me. I'll give you the fucking lesson.
The thing is
Parental
that I think Bobby he's a caustic, crazy, neurotic guy, but it's a front.
Caustic is a
Caustic?
great word.
Yeah,
What is
caustic. He's a
caustic?
fucking
What does
maniac.
that mean, baby?
Almost poisonous.
Oh yeah, I am that. I am
Yeah,
that.
but I think it's just it's your hard exterior because you're yearning for realness, for substance, I see it. The way that you're reacting to.
This face.
I mean, I really think that a child could really bring something maybe that you don't even see in him yet.
And if it backfires, can I drop it, off at your
Yes,
doorstep?
I'll take it.
Yeah, but
Thank
they
you.
only last for 9 hours, so just make sure. To drop that. But I do think. I
want a baby so bad. I want a baby so bad. Help me to get one.
But you don't want to adopt either. That was my other option.
I don't want a Russian one because if we get a Russian one, we have to send them back because they stab people.
Well, why do you want to adopt?
You don't want to
Yeah.
go
No,
through the
no.
pregnancy?
Adopt.
I
is a-
want to see what my juice and
Yeah.
your juice could
You
together
know,
come. What?
We have a lot of
The
successful
pregnancy
adoption
itself-
stories in our family.
Really?
Oh.
We have an
Okay.
adopted sister.
Oh.
Anyway, I got really emotional.
I just want to say the pregnancy itself wasn't that bad, and
Yeah.
the delivery too.
Talk to us. I'm telling you, you put in the fucking
You just
whatever.
take the
Epidural.
epidural.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's great. I was
Yeah.
by her side. Are you afraid of dying from vaping? Because all the vaping crisis.
What I've been doing lately is I've been like counting how many times I do it now.
How many times do you do in a day?
I've been trying to do 50% of what I
He's
was
treating it
doing
like
before.
a cigarette now, where he has to. He's not allowed to vape in front of our animals. That's a new rule.
Yeah, I don't do it. I try to do it in the house now. I don't do it in the house
You
now.
see what I'm
Walk
saying? You are
Yeah.
already parents.
But this,
But
this,
You
I
guys-
want you guys. I need this to work out. And this baby issue. This can't. You guys need to get on the same page here on this baby issue. It's important to me. It's important to everybody listening.
why is so fun? Because Tom's like that too, Segura.
You
with babies. You know what? It's so
Yeah.
fucking funny. You guys now with the fucking babies. It's a sales pitch.
I don't.
It's a sales
No,
pitch. And what you're trying to do, it's like this, dude. It's like back in the 60s, if I got like drafted into Vietnam, right? I saw all the blood and guts, and I came back into my small town, right, with a backpack, like in Rambo, First Blood. I'm roaming back into town, and you're my buddy from high school, and you're like, "Hey, Bob, I heard you got back from Vietnam," and I looked at you and I said, "You should go, man. So much pussy, free drugs, pussy. It's the
You're
best
the one that
time."
wants the
And then when
baby.
you're out there, right, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. We're not having a baby.
Fair enough.
This worked out really great for me, guys.
You're welcome. Next time you guys come on here, one of you better be pregnant. Well, that's Bobby Lee and Khalyla. I'm afraid I don't know your last name.
It's okay. Khalyla's fine. Kyun.
What is it?
Kyun.
Hyun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kyun.
okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Tiger Belly, you guys know about him.
You guys, I love you guys so
Tiger
much.
Belly.
And I want to say this, though.
My document closed, but real quick, Bobby Lee
Live.
Live.com. My document closed. Get tickets. See this man on tour. He's hilarious.
But not only
I've
that-
seen him
You
stand
are
up.
so
He crushes
funny,
it
by
every
the way.
time.
Every
I saw
time.
you at the comedy club. You crushed it.
I love that
People
night.
die.
I remember when you guys
Oh,
sitting
People
there.
die.
Yes.
And then you come back to me. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's so bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was the worst
And
set
it
of my
was
life. I was like,
it was
shut
probably
up.
one of the best of that evening. and
Everyone
you
was
were like,
dying.
I was not good.
A lady had an
It was-
abortion. A lady. She
wasn't
had an
that good.
Dude, there was a girl in front of me who had an abortion. She was laughing so
All
hard.
right.
It was
What were you doing there?
crazy.
You wanted to stand up? Is that why you were there?
Me? No.
I think I said
What?
that to
No, I wanted to watch you.
Harlan Williams or somebody. I said to him, I think he's gonna start. They're gonna start. doing
Me?
it. Both of you.
No,
Yeah, I
Stand
think you
up,
should.
we just came to see you guys.
Because imagine though going on the road, doing
No.
stand up, and seeing all your fans. They love you so much.
We don't want a tour.
No, I don't want to. That's not for me.
Okay. But I would like to see you again. I want more time next time.
Yeah.
I
We
want
did do an hour and a half, by the way.
You did?
Right
You
now.
did.
now?
You
Yeah.
did.
We did?
Yeah.
And imagine all the ground we covered. I mean, you crashed into the wall.
Right. But then also we need you back on Tiger Belly,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And I wanted to say this is going to be a relationship that's going to be living on forever. So thank you
Well,
for
now
having
that
us.
we're even in closer proximity, and I feel like spiritually as well.
Yes.
I have a couple of things I want you to plug.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
I did a second episode of Magnum PI. that
Dan,
comes
go
out in-
do break. Dan.
I did the second episode of Magnum PI that comes out during the Halloween. It's a Halloween episode,
Oh.
and then listen. to
What
Tiger-
network?
Is that where you
CBS.
play Yoko
CBS.
Ono?
Yeah,
I am so excited. Magnum PI. I can't wait to watch.
I already
on
did it
the-
last.
on the screen.
Well, my first one came out Friday.
Is it the
Okay.
silver
She
screen or
and
the
she was
big
watching
screen?
it. Khalyla was watching. She goes, she hated the show.
Don't
You don't.
say that. Don't say
You don't like
that.
Magnum PI, babe.
Oh, but he was great.
He was great.
She
No,
hate no.
hold on one second.
Every joke
Don't-
I said. No,
Don't
you hold on.
reveal
you
my
call-
truth.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait,
What?
were you just the like comedy relief, or were you?
Yeah. So, well, no, I have some good lines, but anyway, I would say a funny line or
Dan is
whatever.
screaming. Dan is screaming. Ethan, end the show.
Okay, well,
Don't worry about
let
it.
Bobby
Who said
finish
Dan said that?
He screamed. No, I want to hear the story. I
Wait,
want to hear the
wait.
story. No, stop. I want to hear the story. I was just outing Dan, but just tell the story. Really,
What story was I saying?
Magna PI
Anyway, yeah, it's
Halloween special.
Yeah, it comes out. I play Yoko Ono, the Mexican guy. What's his name?
Jay Hernandez.
Jay Nate Hernandez. He's the star. He plays Magnum.
What about Yoko Ono?
I play Yoko Ono, and he
You
plays
play
John
Yoko
Lennon
Ono.
in the episode. That's all.
What?
That doesn't sound accurate.
Anything else that you want to plug?
No, come on. What? Are you upset?
No, I love it. Let's go.
I did it.
We
because-
did it. That was a
because I
great
didn't wanna-
episode.
Because I didn't.
We
fuck-
did an hour and a half.
I didn't want to fuck up your plug.
No, there's no plug. I had nothing to plug.
Magnum
I had
PI.
nothing to plug. Fuck
Magnum
Fuck
PI.
Alright, go-
No, I want to watch it.
Go see
I love
Bobby
the show.
live.
I love working on it. That's all. Come see me on that. Come see me at the shows, doing the shows.
And
Bobby
watch
B.
Tiger Belly.
Tiger Belly, Bobby Lee live. If you see him on the road, goddamn, switch lanes. What kind of car do you drive so people can watch out for
A
you?
3-door
Prius.
Prius.
Oh,
Nice.
Prius. Thank
One
God.
door is
3-door.
completely done for.
Thank God you're in
Yeah.
a Prius.
I love the 3-door
Let's
Prius.
let's not get you. We need to limit Bobby's horsepower to 10.
Baby, how did they make all that stuff?
It's called. We had a set designer.
Oh, we don't have a set design.
I want to make signs like that.
It wasn't that expensive. We did this whole studio space for like 20 grand.
Wow. Looks great, man.
And there's a window behind that. There's
Yeah.
a window to the freaking main street.
There
behind
is?
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all
wow.
sound foamed.
Oh, wow. Sound form, huh?
All right.
Anyway, bye.
Wish we had more time.
I love you.
I really do love
Bye.
you guys.
Thank you guys.
And
for having us.
and
That
we'll
was
see
fun.
we'll see you guys soon for sure. Okay. Ta ta.